What's going on, everyone? So 10.6 bonus update notes have just went live. Actually, I lied. 12 hours ago it went live, but we're reviewing it now. And from what I saw from a brief thing on Instagram, it's not a lot of things that are being changed. But I know the one thing that needs to be changed before we get into it. I'm guessing they're going to change mages a little bit, and or reduce some of the protections, or do something with that, because I assume...
You would hope.
I assume that everybody going hybrid is a problem that Hi-Rez should address, but we shall see. We have one singular skin. Alright, here we go. So bonus balance. I'm guessing this is...
They just reduced the
spirits health scaling. That thing is so annoying. I honestly wouldn't mind them getting rid of it, but...
They're going to eventually.
No, eventually, but now.
Goes away. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind them. They are annoying when you're trying the back, but other than that, they do actually provide a little bit of XP and gold. Not insignificant either. I think it's decent.
Yeah, the undue frustration. This is good though, so it's a lot. They were really tanky for no reason.
Yes, they were like tankier than the fucking the big minion in the front.
Yeah. Sundering Spear, not surprised here. Increased damage. The increased damage debuff no longer stacks.
So you can't do it twice to somebody.
You can't spam it. Which honestly I feel like should have been a thing to begin with. So I'm not even necessarily that mad about this. This is the greater, and then the splash. This is the splash one. The increased damage, okay.
Same thing.
And then decreased damage up from 15% of current health to 10%. Yeah.
So that's...
I mean...
That just makes it harder to kill tanks.
Yeah, to be fair, the splash was OP. I don't know if a lot of people were doing, but... yeah, it will make it to...
Still gonna go this. It's still very good.
No, it's definitely still very good. And you're still gonna build it depending on what items they change here. That's not too bad. Then we have Horrific Emblem. Decreased damage dealt debuff from 15% to 10%.
You're doing less damage.
I'm not entirely sure why we nerfed Horrific. Was it even that oppressive?
Not really.
Decreased, and then decreased the debuff amplification per stack from 10 to 5. I don't really buy this item. It's definitely a good relic, but I never really thought it was that oppressive. I don't think they needed to do this, but maybe, I don't know. Horrific Emblem was one of those items that were like really annoying. Whenever you get horrific, you're just like, oh, so now I can't move. So that's a weird nerf. Flame Forged Hammer, the glyph of Runeforged here. Decreased bonus damage.
They're decreasing the bonus damage, scaling from your protections, and also the amount of time of the dot staying on you. So it's pretty significant. I honestly don't think this item was that oppressive though. So
no, this was bad. This item was just not good. Decreased duration of... What is that?
Dot damage. Damage over time.
Oh, damage over time. After leaving the area from 3 seconds to 2. Okay.
I mean, it's just not going to be built.
Wait,
fine,
this was never built to begin with.
Some people bought it, but...
but like...
I mean, it wasn't... I don't think... It was okay. Like, it wasn't dog shit. Like, I don't think it was complete and utter dog shit. I think it was actually how to use. I don't think it was OP, though. Hence why not a lot of people built it. People who did build it, I built it a few times. It felt decent. Like I remember I told you it, because you could proc it fairly often on a lot of characters, and then the actual damage itself, it was comparable to Bluestone, like tier 1 Bluestone.
Yeah.
It would do more damage than Glad Shield and everything else, so it wasn't bad. But it wasn't OP. I don't understand why they're nerfing it though. Now it's just never gonna be built.
Yeah, I'm on the side of this item was niche, like niche, cusp of being bad.
I personally thought it was okay.
No, because the other hammer was just better. I don't know why you would go Flame Horge when you're going the other.
Well, you're basing it comparatively to another item then. On its own, I'm comparing it to it on its own is okay.
Oh,
If you're comparing it to the other version, then yeah.
not
but...
even still, because like there's just other items that are better.
Well, actually, the other I actually think Flameforge hammer was better than the other hammer.
No, I disagree. I mean this.
It didn't increase the damage increased. Remember I said they only changed the effect. They didn't. It was never another increase to damage. It was the same passive increase.
Yeah, well, whenever I built this item, I built it like twice on CC Heavy God. I don't remember what I was playing, but when I was playing it, I was just like, why would I ever build this when I can go what's the other hammer called? I never remember items.
The runic hammer. I know you're talking about the other hammer. Or
Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer is just better.
Yeah. No, I know.
And then the glyph here. So I just, even when you built this, it's always like, okay, cool, it's doing something, I guess, but there's just every other item. And you have to buy a glyph for this. So it's just like, it feels weird.
Yeah, comparatively, it's bad.
I just don't understand why the fuck they're nerfing this. They should be buffing this.
The reason why I think it's okay is because if you were to build this, you wouldn't be like, okay, this is absolutely useless. No, you actually feel it's like, okay, this thing's actually doing something, but it's not as good as these other items. Therefore, I would opt out and buy those other items instead. I don't think it's outright bad though.
Yeah,
now it's outright. I think it's outright bad now.
I think it's outright. I thought it was outright bad because you have to buy the glyph, and I'm pretty sure every other glyph in the game for physical gods were just better. Both of the Pridwin glyphs that they added, even Jotun's glyph, was just better. Now, if you weren't gonna buy any of those items, I guess. At the end of the day, I think it was just niche. Now it's just like, yeah, like you said, this is just, I don't know why the fuck they did this. This is weird.
It's just bad. Manticore Spikes, this needs to get.
Yeah, no, this was definitely a holy shit.
They buffed it actually. They buffed it initially.
Yeah, they cut this shit in half now per. So from 4% or 8% of the owners, max speed 30 to 3, 2, or 6.
Oh, this is only for the owners.
Yeah. Wow.
4 or 8 of the owners. 2, 3. Oh, 3 or okay, so that's 3 for other people, 6% for other.
Yeah. I'm not. That's definitely needed, but
that's a revert essentially.
Yeah. What is this?
Just reverting because they buffed it, so that's just basically just old Manticore Spikes.
I thought
old Manticore Spikes were still okay.
I thought Manticore Spikes this patch was really good. It wasn't like broken. No, I didn't feel like it was broken, but like now I don't. Are you really building this item anymore? I mean, like you can still build this, of course, but it's definitely not gonna be as potent. So.
I mean, to be honest, I think I think we were building it mainly just because it makes you tanky. Plus, gives you MP5, and then you also get the bonus damage. The bonus damage sucks that's going back, but like, I think even back before this patch, Manticore Spikes, because it's basically just a revert, essentially, maybe a little bit worse than the old version, but it's like by 1%.
Well, it was also because of the passive. The passive, it made you tankier, in culmination with the fact that, oh, now I can do more damage while not dying to other people.
Yeah,
so
I still think it's going to be very good. I don't think it's outright, like, I don't think it's getting nerfed into the ground.
No, I don't think it's nerfed into the ground, but definitely, I think it was a well-needed nerf, in my opinion.
I mean, there's a reason why in SPL you had, like, 6 people collectively on each team building it.
Yeah, they needed a nerf. And then Obsidian Shard. Wow, okay, so they are buffing Mage. Increase the bonus penetration on the item's passive from 10 to 20. What the?
So if you buy this, so you're telling me if you buy this soul item by itself, you already have 40% pen?
Yeah, with your first ability.
Your first item. What? So say if you build this with Chirons, your first ability will have 60% penetration.
Nice.
That's actually a huge buff. I think this actually changed. I think Opshard is going to be a must-have in most mage builds now.
This is a lot better. Usually when you were contemplating which one to go in terms of Opshard and Charon's coin, because they both had 20%, they have both 20% pen, you usually went Charon's because the passive just was not as great, and you get more utility with Charon's, and so
I mean,
but now
10% more damage essentially.
You're getting
60% pen.
You get all of the pen you need in one item. actually.
60% pen plus Soul Reaver procs.
Yeah, and also the passive is only on like a 10-second cooldown if I remember. So, you're.
This is a really good direction, I think. I like this.
It also makes sense because now mages were always, or this patch we're having trouble killing tanks. Sort of until late game. Like up until late game, they're struggling, and so I think this is good. But Jesus Christ.
No, I think that's warranted, to be honest.
They should be. They should be decreasing all magical damage from tier 2s, or at the very least upping every single tier 3, because there's items in the game. They've decreased magical power from 65 to 55. There are items in this game that have tier 2s have the same amount of power as tier 3s.
Or no, look, it used to have 65 power, and look at what Book of Thoth used to have 50. You used to lose 15 power.
Yeah, that's okay.
Sam the dude pointed that out. Check this out. But like, he was like building a mage. Like, check this out. I have 65 power. Now I have 50.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, I never really build Book of Thoth, so I didn't even actually pay attention to this. They if there's more of these, hopefully there's actually not that much left.
I mean, they're just gonna be tuning. It seems like they're gonna be tuning a lot of the tier 2s.
Hopefully, because I don't think there's much left.
That one got tuned.
Increase magical power from 50 to 60.
That's whatever.
They should be doing that to everything. Decrease mat tier 2s, similar to the other.
Increase by 5 power on Typhon's Fang. That's okay.
Yeah, so that's literally the same.
They don't want to like do another drastic. I understand too. They don't want to do like drastic buffs back to mages. They want to like slowly, incrementally get them back.
Yeah, I get that, but I also feel like if most mages that are doing good in SPL or just general is mages that can build hybrid, there's clearly a problem, and especially with assassin junglers building tank / hybrid, there's obviously a problem. So I feel like the incremental change is fine, but if this is it, this isn't going to change much of anything, in my opinion. Decrease magical power of tier 2s. Okay. Warlock staff. This item now states that it provides an additional 25 HP when evolved. Okay, so it was already a thing. It just needed descriptive. Yeah, so nothing really changed. And that's all of the items. That does nothing. The only good thing about this is the ob shard for mages. Everything else is just whatever. Nothing really changes for mages.
Not really, no.
Interesting.
Whatever.
Gods now. Bakasura nerf. Decreased active cooldowns reduction from 2 seconds to 1.5. Now this is eat minion. This is his 2.
Yeah, so this is like when you're 1 in 3 get cooldowns from eating a minion. So, I mean, that's an okay nerf, I suppose. Doesn't really affect too much.
No, it doesn't. Bakasura's 2 is still. I mean, ever since they cut it in half.
Should probably reduce the protections he gets from it.
Yeah, Bakasura is still gonna be good.
Ooh, that's significant.
Fenrir nerf. This should have been a thing, I'm guessing. Decrease power. 50. Holy shit. To be fair, this should have been a thing to begin with. Herc as well. I'm not necessarily upset about this.
You get 2. He gets 80 power, dude. That's like 2. That's essentially 2 damage items in this patch.
Yeah, it's almost like they forgot to fucking nerf his 2 at 10.6. This should have been a thing. I think Fenrir is still gonna be good. He's just not gonna be fucking broken like he was. This is really the big reason why he was broken, because you can just build fucking all tank and just do as much damage as you want. Discordia nerf. Decreased physical. This is her passive. Decreased physical power per level from 2 to 1.5.
25%.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's a weird nerf to me. Discordia is like a all around good mage, not like great or bad. So I didn't really feel like she needed a nerf, but that's not even that significant of a nerf, so it's fine. All you Discordia mains. Guan Yu nerf! Oh, shit.
Oh, wow, he's getting big nerf.
Cooldown increased for 1 second. That's not too much. Decreased base damage per hit. So it scales each. It scales by 3 each. Or it doesn't scale, but 3 in total. But that's per hit. So you're doing what? 3 times however many ticks you get? That's a slight nerf.
All of these just seem like slight nerfs because even this stays the same at
Ooh.
max rank, but
Oh yeah.
as you're
Okay.
leveling it up.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad. I don't want to. They didn't nerf him to the ground. It was just very
No,
slight
this
nerfs.
is slight, which is fine. I don't think too much
Like,
changes with him. I just think he's gonna be less annoying. Still gonna be good. Marticarus. They just keep doing it.
That's not the issue.
Death from above. Decrease protection debuff from 4 to 3. How many times are they gonna do this?
Marty has like a 92% pick win rate in SPL right now. He's picked almost all the time or banned all the time, and then when he is played, he wins almost every game.
They need to fix this guy. This is the what, 5th? This is a Gilgamesh.
His 1-2 just does too much damage.
This is a Gilgamesh. They're gonna keep slowly nerfing this fucker until he's useless like Gilg. Because this is like the 5th time in a row that this has been like, there's been slight changes to Marty.
Nerfing his ult too. I mean, his ult is a big part, but like it's his base kit.
It's his base kit. But I don't know. I guess this is fine. He's still good. He's still gonna be one of the best ability hunters, if not the best hunter. Yeah.
He is the best ability hunter.
Yeah, it's
hands
like you
down.
said.
He's literally just a better version of AMC.
This guy is banned in every single mode: Joust, Conquest, and Duel. So that tells you something. That's it. Okay, that was very short. Gotta be honest.
Well, it's just a bonus patch. So.
Yeah, but there's been other bonus patches where, I mean, there's been more. Especially, I feel like they should have done more, especially after 10.6 for mages at least, because I don't feel that it was definitely a good direction. 10.6.
Okay, so people are like kind of like complaining about like it was like, oh, that's the tank meta and all that, and they're kind of expecting like a huge correction by high res.
Yeah.
I just have to remember that we were in like a damage meta for like a year and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
No.
maybe they're trying to direct the game in a different way. Maybe they want to keep things in this type of way for a little while and tweak it little by little.
Yeah, no, I get that, but the 10.6, I think 10.6 was a good patch. Comparatively to all the other patches, they're not going to be perfect. It's never going to be perfect, but it addressed the problem of burst, fucking just everyone one-shotting, which was the problem with power creep. I'm just saying though, that it seems as if there's like a very obvious flaw that can be tweaked. Like, it's just a tweak. You don't have to go all out like high res does most of the time. It's just like the smallest of tweaks, I feel like, that can make it to where everyone doesn't build hybrid.
I think they need to, because I think the reason why a lot of junglers are building tank is because they know that if they build a little bit of tankier, then fucking if you were to build hybrid back when damage items were back in like the hundreds and tens, like we're about to get 140, like a full mage build, you'd still get deleted. Now that mages, the burst damage is way less, like 30% decreased. They're going hybrid because they know they can still kill the backline squishies with just a little bit of power, and then they can get away with it.
Yep.
The same reason why the mids are building like 1 defense items, because they know the junglers now don't have full damage. They're just building enough damage as if they were full squishy, the mid laner, so they can basically everyone's just building
hybrid
defense hybrid so that they can just barely survive.
Because mages,
it's all because burst damage characters like mages can't just one shot people that are even building hybrid anymore.
Yeah, they can't one shot. So what's the point of building straight full damage when you still get destroyed by
but granted,
jungles?
It should, in like philosophically, should a squishy damage dealer be able to one shot somebody that's building hybrid?
No, they shouldn't. But I feel like they shouldn't. There should be a healthy balance to where mages don't get absolutely fucking destroyed by a tank fucking Circuit, essentially. Because, I mean, for example, Circuit just builds like 3 or 4 items hybrid, and then the other 2 items are just like Jotun's Wrath and whatever else the fuck, and they still destroy.
It was like that last time too. If you were building a hybrid if junglers were building the same thing they were building before, they could still kill the mid laner like they are now. The only difference is they can do it with impunity because they know they're not going to Like the mid laner's not gonna be able to punish them
Yeah,
for it.
it's just more egregious this patch.
Yeah. So, I would say up the damage on all the, like I said, they reduced all the magical power items by 30%, or they all damage in general, but specifically magical. They reduced it by 30%. I think they should up it by 10% total, everything.
Yeah.
Just increment. I would honestly say 15%, but if you want to like be more incremental, but
Yeah,
I'd say
incremental.
increase everything by 10%.
Yeah.
So basically give everything 10 extra power essentially.
Because Hunter's still shred. So
Because by the end of the game, that'll essentially give around an extra 70, maybe 80-ish power with a full damage mage build. So like that's a whole nother item essentially.
yeah. It actually does help that now we have percent pen with just full cat percent pen with this item now, which might be a game changer. Or, well, definitely is a game changer, but I'm curious how much it will be. Obshard's definitely the biggest patch here, or the biggest impact in this, I feel like. That shit's wild. But, yeah, overall, not too much, I guess. I guess technically right direction, but nothing really changed much, so. We'll have to see about 10.7. I'm curious what they're going to do at 10.7. I've got to imagine they're probably going to do some damage. They're going to either fuck it up like they normally do, or they're just going to do something very incremental. Who knows? They've been incremental. I will give it to them. They've been incremental this entire season, this entire year, from what I remember. So, yeah, that's pretty good. But, I mean, that was pretty short. That's all we have. Do you have any wise words to say, or no?
I love you.
There we go. Not nonsense. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you have a differing opinion, let us know in the comments. That's what they're for. Roast us. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching.